Will the audience please rise for the posting of our colors? Color guard, advance. Color guard, post the colors. Could you please join me in a Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Could the audience please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Please be seated. Hello, and welcome to Beavercreek High School's National Honor Society Induction of 2018. Students, parents, administration, and members of the school board, we thank you for joining us this evening to commend and celebrate the newest class of National Honor Society inductees. My name is Stephanie Pierce, and I'm the current president of NHS. Juniors, I would like to congratulate you on your academic achievements, your service and leadership in the school and community, and your outstanding character. It is for those reasons that you were chosen to be here tonight and carry on a tradition that is 56 years old here at Beavercreek High School. Your hard work has not gone unnoticed. Go into this year knowing that you represent one of the greatest groups in Beavercreek. As a member of NHS, you will provide service to the community along with our school district. You will lead and make a positive impact on others through your individual service projects, and perhaps most importantly, you will be looked upon as a role model for your character and your scholarship. I hope that taking part in NHS will bring you closer to your community and your peers, and don't forget to enjoy the experiences that NHS and your senior year will bring. Seniors, tonight is not just for the inductees, but also to recognize you for your accomplishments as members of NHS this year. Between all of our members, 3,024 service hours have been recorded this year. Many organizations within our school district, city, and beyond have reached out to us for help with various events. Whether it was helping elementary schoolers play games at carnivals, making blankets for the homeless, or crowning those with disabilities king or queen at the Night to Shine dance, you all were eager to help out. Along with that, every one of you completed an impressive individual service project that helped others in some way. We also provided tutoring for any student before school every day. A few members even volunteered their time to regularly tutor younger students whose parents reached out to us for help. On Beggars Night, we collected food and donated it to the fish food pantry. From the food drive to all of the other services you have provided, it is clear that National Honor Society has made a positive impact on our schools and the community this year. This could not have been accomplished without all of your hard work. As our senior year comes to a close and we all go on to the next chapters of our lives, hold on to the pillars of NHS and your experiences in this group. Although NHS lasts only 1 year, maintaining leadership skills and good character, along with the desire to learn and serve the community, will benefit you throughout your entire lives. Thank you for a great year. Lastly, I would like to thank our advisors, Mrs. Bertram and Mr. Visignani. We all appreciate you stepping up and taking up this position. This year was a learning experience for all of us, and I would be lying if I said that everything went exactly how we planned it. Thank you for guiding us along the way and supporting us in all we have done. None of our accomplishments this year would have been possible without you. Also on stage with us are our honored guests, Mr. Karras and Mr. Otten. We are very pleased to have you in our program tonight. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Karras to the podium.
Thank you, and what a grand and glorious evening it is. As Stephanie mentioned, these young people in front of us are incredibly impressive. Someone once said, ages ago, young people should be seen and not heard. This group of young people never heard that, and if they did, they never listened to it. And I am so grateful that you haven't, because you are our leaders. You've done, as Stephanie has said, so many things in this building. If it's homecoming, you arranged it. Pep rallies, you arranged it. Blood drives, you arranged it. You also played sports. Some of you were on league championship teams, like in wrestling or cross country. Some of you were on district championship teams. Some of you were even on state championship teams, and still found time to do those incredibly important things of being an academic and being a social leader. In March, we had an event that could have been very divisive in this building, and it was throughout the country. And the leaders, some of you out there, came forth and decided to pay a tribute, a very poignant tribute, instead of tearing things apart, that helped bring us together. That's rare, but that's because you guys are leaders. And that's because you have stepped forward. You're part of an academic challenge team that is going to nationals. You're part of a speech and debate team that is the best that Beavercreek has ever had, including a state champ. You have won speech contests out in the community. You're part of a robotics team that just started, but you're the best rookie team in the state. The creek keeps rising, ladies and gentlemen, and you are more than part of it. What you're doing is setting the legacy for what comes next. 16 of you beat 1.6 million students out there to be commended scholars and National Merit Scholars. Yeah. Of those 16, 9 made it to semifinals. And of those 9, all 9 have made it to the finals of National Merit Scholars. That's not been done anywhere else. Someone else once said, or is about to say, we will never know the limits and constraints that we have until we are pushed past them. It is up to you to keep pushing, not just yourselves, not just this school, but as you leave here, it is your task to push this nation further than it has gone. It is your task to do a better job than my generation has done in this nation. And you are a group of young people that I am so in awe of, because when we look at what you can do in the classroom and at home and the athletic fields and every competition, and you do that and you still keep up your Snapchats and your stories, you're absolutely incredible. And I look forward to seeing what world you create for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Karras. I would now like to invite Mr. Otten to the podium.
Thank you. First, I'd like to begin by thanking NHS President Stephanie Pierce for inviting me this evening to this outstanding and wonderful event. To begin, I'd like to congratulate the 77, I had to count that, 77 new inductees into the National Honor Society. Yeah. I would like to congratulate their parents, family members, and the wonderful staff here at BHS. The mission of the National Honor Society includes 4 main purposes: to create enthusiasm for scholarship, to stimulate a desire to render service, to promote leadership, and to develop character in the students at our secondary level. To our inductees, please take a moment to look around to those who are in attendance here. No, seriously, I want you to look around. Okay, our audience consists of family members, friends, and educators. We all here very clearly see you as leaders, but realize that those who will view you as a potential leader after this evening, they will tend to ask themselves 3 questions about your leadership. They will ask you, are you committed? Do you care about me? And can I trust you? I encourage you all to not answer these questions with your words, but rather to answer those questions with your actions. If you are truly a leader, you will help others not just see themselves as they are, but what they can become. As an educator for 24 years, I have quickly learned that success in life is not so much about how we perform academically in our classrooms, but success is about the people we surround ourselves with and how you influence them and make them better in what they do and how they live. In a school district of almost 8,000 students, you have earned a rare and respected membership in a long-standing and prestigious organization. I applaud all of you for what you've accomplished, and I look forward to seeing what the future holds for each of you. This is a wonderful honor that you so richly deserve. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Otten. I would now like to direct your attention to the NHS flag and emblem hanging on the orchestra pit. The emblem of this society is the keystone and the flaming torch. The keystone bears at its base the letters S, L, C, and S, which stand for the 4 cardinal principles of its organization: scholarship, leadership, character, and service. As the keystone is placed by the builder to hold the perfect arch in perpetual stability, so the structure of our education must be held firm and true to the purpose of life by the virtues represented in the symbol. Scholarship is the power of the mind to dispel ignorance and superstition through scientific investigation of truth. Leadership is the power of personality that blazes the trail for humanity's upward climb. Character, the composite of all the common virtues, sets the seal of righteousness upon our every endeavor. Service is the beginning and end of our education, the altar of altruism from which God's blessings to humanity have been vouchsafed. Thus, the keystone symbolizes the high ideals of our society. The flaming torch is the emblem of our purpose, to bear forward the searching light of truth, to lead that others may follow in the light, to keep burning in our school a high ambition for the enduring values of life and serve. These purposes are symbolized in the torch. Along with the emblem, the 4 pillars are also represented in 4 colored candles. Pink for scholarship, red for service, purple for leadership, and white for character. The other officers will light the candles while I speak about each pillar. Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and studying, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past and the light which illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. Service can be described in various ways. In the routine of a day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or recognition is the quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence in our school. In taking the initiative in class and school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice. The willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a country, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed, thus, to lead is a substantive charge to each of our members. Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. It gives us each our individuality. It is that without which no one can respect oneself nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character that guides one through life and, when once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action, daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character. We will now move forward with the induction of the new members. When I call the name of each inductee, they will receive a certificate and sign their name in the membership book. Please hold your applause until the last inductee has been called. Abigail Arntz. Bentley Barrett. Sonia Beltz. Kaylee Barrow. Thomas Bridgman. Na Bui. Eliana Cade. Pratik Chakravarthi. Joe Cox. Tegan Cullum. Seth Demetis. Mackenzie Drake. Vaughn Ernst. Destiny Azaliora. Andrew Fecker. Grant Fullenkamp. Josh Gallup. Megan George. Thomas Gill. Alexis Grace. Abigail Hack. Levi Hancock. Austin Harris. Connor Hay. Cassandra Heininger. Nora Hamed. Brock Hoskins. Tiffany Hoang. Noman Hussein. Mackenzie Kelly. Autumn Kimber. Abigail Korean. Nathan Lee. Madison Lyons. Brianna Malaire. Savannah McAdow. Caitlin McGee. Rachel McNutt. Jennifer Meek. Aaron Miller. Marcus Muse. Rama Nabosi. Lucas Nagel. Anna Narker. Manaswini Netanuri. Anthony No. Zachary Panboon. Alex Parson. Forum Patel. Akifa Patel. Joshua Petrie. Nick Puckett. Brian Rim. Caleb Russell. Elizabeth Sekulich. Emma Sekulich. Hannah Shand. Rahul Shah. Aisha Sheikh. Ryan Skousen. Reagan Smith. Amelia Steen. Hiram Taylor. Vishwagnya Thirty. Annika Vaya. AJ Veneziano. Dira Venkatramani. Kayla Vonderems. Hannah Walters. Laurencia Welch. Julianne Westfall. Dane Woolgast. Adam Woolley. Daniel Chow. You may applaud. Inductees, please stand for the National Honor Society Pledge. Please repeat after me. I pledge to maintain high scholastic standing. To hold as fundamental and worthy an untarnished character. To endeavor intelligently and courageously to be a leader. And to give myself freely in service to others. In so doing, I shall prove myself worthy of a place in the National Honor Society. Congratulations. You may be seated. Mrs. Bertram and Mr. Visignani will now reflect on the past year of NHS and announce the new officers.
Good evening. Welcome and congratulations to the class of 2019 inductees, and congratulations to the class of 2018 graduating NHS members. I would like to address the seniors first. So, what does it mean to be a member of National Honor Society? We know at a minimum that it means to maintain the exemplary grade point average that is required to even be considered. And while we as a society always place a strong emphasis on academic performance, we also know that the world is filled with many smart people who don't always demonstrate the morals and ethics that are the very core of what it means to be a member of the National Honor Society. But you, seniors, you have committed yourself to all of these values. Scholarship, leadership, service, and character. These are the pillars that you have upheld throughout your years here at Beavercreek High School. As a member of National Honor Society, you are expected to be leaders and role models for your peers, perform hours of service to your school and community, and do all of this while maintaining your academic excellence. And hopefully, along the way, you learn something about yourself. What did you learn from your experiences? Can you look back and feel as though you have done something worthwhile? I hope so. The fact that you are here is proof that you have worked diligently and made the most of your opportunities. So let's reflect on what you did accomplish this year, as Stephanie did just a little earlier. In October, we collected enough food for the Fish Food Pantry to supply over 70 families with food. We successfully continued the tutoring program in the mornings, and while it may not have been used every day, you did help many students in a variety of subjects. Additionally, several of you even took on individual tutoring beyond these walls for students who needed help in elementary and middle school content. I have only heard praise from the parents of those students that you have tutored, so thank you. There was always a need to help in our community. Elementary school carnivals and holiday shops, middle school dances, the popcorn festival, or just to name a few. And you were there to help. In fact, we have had multiple members who have contributed many hours of service beyond the requirements of our organization. The following students have put in over 50 hours of service since they were inducted: Nicole Manzardo, Erica Jinks, Mary Grace Sebastian, Mariana Guy, Abby Steineman, Addison Tiffany, Alexis Lemieux, and Jimmy Shaw. Putting in over 75 hours of service was Shwetha Bindu, Ryan Hill, Ananya Reddy, William Chan, and Peng Peng Quang. And there were still more that put in over 100 hours of service since they've been inducted. Maddie Fry, Melinda Dacry Kim, Eli Hahn, Michael Montgomery, and Megan Suber. This year's seniors, in addition to their individual service projects and morning tutoring, have served our schools and communities over 3,000 hours. And then, as I mentioned, there were their individual service projects. We are so impressed by the amount of thought that went into creating the ideas and the time and energy spent carrying them out. This year, we nominated 7 people for national and local scholarships based on their project. This year, we nominated the following people: Parker Clark, Mariana Guy, Katie McLean, Michael Montgomery, Benjamin Page, Michaela Rhodes, and Megan Suber. If anyone is interested in viewing those projects after the ceremony, they will be displayed in the Commons. I wish you all the best of luck in earning scholarships for your hard work and dedication. So seniors, as you go forward, I hope that you continue to strive for excellence, maintain your high standards and moral values, and continue leading and serving your communities wherever they end up being. Mistakes along the way are inevitable, but remember that they are just opportunities to improve. I urge you to embrace each opportunity, find a cause, a light, a passion. Be inspired to keep setting the bar higher until you're doing the impossible because you simply refuse to settle for less. Keep giving back to your community, enrich the lives of others. If you continue to live your life with empathy, integrity, and class, there is no limit to the positive influences you can create in this world. Congratulations, seniors. Only 1 month left. You are truly the best of the best. Enjoy yourself, and in the words of Minor Myers Jr., go into the world and do well, but more importantly, go into the world and do good. Mr. B.
So, to our new junior inductees, congratulations and welcome to NHS. This was my first year as an advisor for this organization, and when it came around to application time, I didn't really know what to expect. So we started collecting applications, and I was floored by what you guys had done, what you guys had turned in. We had leaders, not only in this school, not only in clubs, on teams, and organizations here at BHS, but out in the community and out in the city. We had leaders in the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts. We had leaders in your churches, in youth groups, in religious organizations, all over. And we had students, many of you, who turned in over 100, 200 hours of community service since you entered high school. And when you add it all up, we had over 8,500 hours of community service turned in by you guys. That is an incredible gift of self to our community, to our city, and to our world. And so I just have to say, we ask a lot of you here at NHS. We ask you to be a leader here in our school. We ask you to keep up your high grades in very difficult classes. And we ask, around all that, to give what little time you have left to your community. And you guys have been doing that without us asking you this whole time already. So I just got to say, keep doing what you're doing, and I have absolutely no doubt that you will live up to all the expectations that we put on you. I look forward to working with you guys all of next year. Congratulations.
We had a wonderful group of leaders this year. We could not have done this without you. We pride ourselves on having a student-led organization, and you've done exactly that. You have led us. This is our first year here, and they have guided us in the processes that we need to do. We will truly miss each and every one of you. Thank you for all that you've done, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Now, you get to pass the torch. So if you'll please take your place on the stage. Several juniors applied for leadership roles in National Honor Society. We've read all of your essays over and over and conducted several interviews. And while Mr. B and I discussed that you all bring extraordinary leadership skills, organization, impeccable character, and a value of service to others, we could only choose 5 of you. It was a daunting task. So, as I call your name, please come to the stage and stand with your senior officer counterpart.
Okay, National Honor Society historian for next year is Jennifer Meek.
National Honor Society Secretary for the 18-19 school year is Kayla Vonder Ems. It's okay, no rush. Just stage waiting for us, that's all. Yes, thank you. Congratulations.
National Honor Society Service Officer for next year is Lizzie Sekulich.
I feel like the rest, actually, National Honor Society Vice President for the 1819 school year is Noman Hussein.
And finally, National Honor Society President for the 1819 school year is AJ Veneziano.
Next year, only one table, by the way.
Yeah.
I only sit one table. Okay. Congratulations. As you embark on your new leadership role, keep in mind the words of James Buchanan. The test of leadership is not to put greatness into humanity, but to elicit it, for the greatness is already there. Congratulations.
Thanks, sister.
Congratulations to our amazing new officers. I cannot wait to hear about the amazing things NHS is doing next year with you leading the way. Parents, administration, and NHS members, thank you for joining us tonight for the induction of the next class of National Honor Society. With that, I would like to leave you with our motto, as stated in the National Honor Society Constitution: Noblesse oblige. This means that if one is capable of doing something to benefit another, one is obliged to do so. Please remember these words during your time in NHS and carry them with you for the rest of your lives. Once again, congratulations to all of the inductees. Before you go, we ask that all inductees come on stage for a photo. Parents, please allow our photographer to take a picture, and then you will have plenty of time to take one as well. Thank you, and have a good night.